seems like.
Yeah, pretty much so. I mean, either way you look at it, when we talk about, heat wave, that means just more than one day. We're talking multiple days of hot back-to-back-to-back days, and we definitely have that with this week ahead.
Yeah, we're tracking those temperatures in the mid to upper 90s all this week. There's that heat wave Matt was talking about. Literally Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. In fact, we were warmer here in Toledo yesterday than Miami, Florida was.
Wow, that's truly insane.
It was a hot one.
Yeah.
So Matt, I want you to kind of talk about this graphic. This is a really cool graphic that Chief Meteorologist Chris Vickers showed us, and tell us just a little bit about it.
Yeah, so I mean, you see all the different colors. Of course, you see most of Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan, pretty much our area in that extreme area. So pretty much what that is little to no relief when it comes to that heat. We're talking, hot and muggy days. Not only on top of those hot and muggy days, you get those feel-like temperatures well into the triple digits. So pretty much this will affect all. We're talking, limit your outdoor activity. Make sure, you hydrate even more than you usually do. Don't just have, the typical water bottle, the Stanley or anything. Just make sure you have even more than that. And if you see a water bottle, grab it, drink it, just to keep yourself, just keep yourself safe.
One of your water bottles.
Yeah, exactly.
But in all seriousness, yeah, Matt, you're exactly right. Have the water bottle, the sunscreen. We talked about a wide brim hat or a baseball cap. Take breaks in the shade. But like Matt said, we are under that level 4 out of 4 extreme risk. That's not just us here in Toledo, but down towards Dayton, towards Columbus, over towards Cleveland, over kind of towards the Youngstown area. So a good portion of the state of Ohio under this level 4 risk. So if you can't read the text very well, we'll read this out for you. So looking right where it says that level 4 risk, that purple box, extreme heat with little to no relief. It's hot. This impacts everybody, whether you have health conditions or whether you don't have health conditions. Limit your time outside, and Matt hit the nail on the head with this: extra hydration. You got to be safe, and if you feel like you're dehydrated, it's already too late at that point.
Yeah.
You need to be drinking as much water now just to prevent it, just to be on the safe side.
Exactly.
So, Matt, I'm tired of talking about the heat already. It's only Tuesday.
Yeah, it's like we're seeing red all around, but I mean, yeah, it's just. I know at some point we'll get through it, but of course it is summer, so of course at some point we're gonna get that heat. But of course, this consistent heat is typically not normal this early in the summer. But as you can tell, Tuesday another day of hot weather, mid to upper 80s, some even upper 80s, at least 90s in some areas. So we're talking Fremont, Tiffin, upper 90s. So yeah, gonna be another hot day, even by 6 p.m. Still into the upper 80s, lower 90s. So still very hot as we go throughout the evening hours. Even by tonight, we're talking still in the 80s. I know Chris Vickers, he posted a picture of temperatures. I think it was still in the mid 80s by 10 p.m., almost midnight. So yeah, still can likely see those temperatures still rather warm throughout the overnight hours, mid 70s, still hot and warm and muggy throughout the overnight hours to go throughout your Wednesday as well. Another day. Like we said, we're talking back-to-back days of just hot, 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 hot.
And we might be sighing like, okay, this is just ridiculous that we're talking about this heat, but we're also here on Facebook and on YouTube just to keep you guys safe and informed as well. So again, ask your questions on Facebook, on YouTube, over on our Facebook or Twitter pages as well. We are here to answer them. So basically, we're seeing temperatures in the mid to upper 90s the entire week. So really our hour-by-hour forecast is not changing a whole lot. Even though we're seeing air temperatures about 10, 15 degrees above average, it's still going to feel around 110, 105 degrees. I've been up for too long. 105 to 110 degrees. So this will stick around again throughout the entire week. So we were just talking about the air temperature. Here's the feels like temperature. And again, today, feels like temperatures, upper 90s, triple digits. I think Wednesday and Thursday will be kind of the worst days. But once you see those feels like temperatures in the upper 90s, there's really not much of a difference, I would say. I mean, here's Wednesday afternoon, 100 degrees. Feels like temperatures, by the way. So the feels like temperature is exactly what it sounds like. It's what it feels like outside.
On your skin, yeah.
Exactly. And that has to do with like the moisture and the humidity in the atmosphere. It's kind of the same thing, but those feels like temperatures still. Friday afternoon, 100, 101, 102 across the area. And Matt, I did just mention the humidity and the muggy meter. Not looking pleasant.
Yeah, not looking pleasant at all. And you did just see Friday, another day where, heat indices will be in the triple digits. And of course, we know it's the weekend, it's the summer, you want to be outside. But of course, just make sure you do limit that time outside as well. Of course, you can hop in the pool but still you can still become rather hot, even just being out the pool for 15, 20 minutes and become hot again. Of course, dipping back in, back out, but
Yeah.
just be safe. Of course, there's still a lot of, I'm hearing there's still a lot of park games, baseball games, or summer football games, summer camps and everything. Just make sure your kids are safe. Make sure they have the proper, hydration as we go throughout those summer camps and everything.
And I know some, depends on what complexes or what organizations, some will cancel them, some will postpone them, some will do different things. So again, just be safe, be weather aware for your kiddos. I did see a comment on here talking about Florida. That is Florida weather. We're here in Ohio, and this is actually very rare for Ohio to see multiple days with temperatures in the mid to upper 90s, as well as those feels like temperatures in the triple digits. So that's why it's very important for us to relay this information to you guys, so that way we are keeping you guys safe and informed. And if you want to whine, go right ahead. It's hot outside. It is really hot, and along with the heat, also tracking a decent amount of sunshine too. But today we are seeing a little bit more of that cloud cover, but still have the sunscreen. That is very important. I mean, Matt, the UV index is at a 9 and a 10 pretty much the entire week, but as of now, looks like it might be dipping back down, but still technically at a high level for the weekend. So sunscreen, water bottle, hat, and we can't push this enough. Take those breaks in the shade.
Yeah.
So important. So, Matt, what is a heat wave?
Yeah, so normally, of course, just as it says, usually lasts at least 2 days, but also can last way longer than just 2 days. And that's exactly what we have now. We're talking, of course, those alert days are extended through Monday through Saturday. So that's about 6 days right there. So at least 6 days, but we're at 6 right now. And like you said, it can occur anywhere. And heat-related deaths is something I talked about last week. And now, why do you sweat? And actually, heat-related illnesses and deaths are actually the leading weather cause in the U.S.
Yeah, and people don't think about that. They think it's a tornado or a hurricane or snow.
Exactly.
It's all that combined. The heat, even still, is number one for all of that. And yesterday we did a story, or Mario Dunham did. You can go check that out on our website, WTOL.com, talking about the difference between, heat-related illnesses and death and the heat stroke and all that stuff. So make sure you know the warning signs on how to stay safe and prevent those heat-related illnesses. And we have some more things to talk about. This checklist: sunscreen, sunglasses, a hat, anything to protect your skin and your eyes are very important from this heat. Because I know a lot of people want to be outside. It's nice out compared to the winter time. You need all those things. And what's that second one, Matt? What have we been saying this entire time?
Make sure you take breaks inside. And I know the kids want to be out and about this summer and just enjoy some time outside. But of course, just if your body's telling you I need a break, listen to it. Listen to it and just make sure, you take those breaks inside. It's okay to go back out, but also just have that bottle of water in hand and just being able to, be fine with taking those breaks and just going inside when it is just extremely hot outside.
And yesterday was a good example. I know that third icon you see right there, pop-up showers and storms are possible. We have enough moisture in the atmosphere and just enough of the right ingredients with this daytime heating that we can see some afternoon showers and thunderstorms, and that's exactly what we saw yesterday. We saw a couple isolated thunderstorm warnings, I believe, in Seneca County and Wyandotte County. That's the same thing not only for today, but for the entire week as well. So not only are we talking about the potential for heat, there's a chance for a few more showers and storms as well. And of course, always download that WTOL 11 weather app. It's free.
Yeah.
So much wonderful information on here. Plus, you get to see our wonderful faces.
And keep in mind, with those pop-up showers and storms, we did see actually some storm damage yesterday for some of those small cells that came through, and those pop-up showers and storms. They can surely pack a punch sometimes. So just make sure you're aware when you do hear about those pop-up showers, and we do tell you guys about those pop-up showers and storms.
Yeah, they might be small, but they are certainly mighty. That is for sure. And speaking of water, got mine right here. Matt's got his. We are prepared.
Pretty much almost drunk it, but yeah.
You're beating me. So hydration is the most important thing. So you need 8 ounces every 15 minutes. So that's basically 1 cup. It sounds like a lot. It feels like a lot. I'll admit it. I think we're all that way. We get tired of drinking the water. It gets boring. I actually put lemon and lime in mine just to give a little bit more flavor. Again, you need that hydration, and every hour you should be drinking about 4 cups of water. It's a lot, I know, but it's a good way to stay safe and, again, stay hydrated. And Matt, we both have pets.
Yep.
we got to keep them safe.
Yeah, hot paw safety. I mean, it's all very careful. Of course, we have feet, or of course we have feet. We have shoes when we're walking around, but those dogs, those cats, they don't necessarily have those shoes. It's bare, their paws on that concrete, that asphalt, and it can really definitely be hot. So bring them outside as well. That fur on them can make them feel even hotter outside. So yeah, know the signs if they're like at least a little tired and everything, huffing and puffing of those dogs. Yeah, just go ahead and bring them inside. If you need to bring them outside to, use the restroom or anything, just make sure you bring them right back in after that. Because I mean, we're right now, right around 10:30, we're about to enter, that peak heating as you go throughout the next several hours. So yeah, just be aware of those pets if you are bringing them outside or anything like that.
I always, when I take Barkley out, I'll set a timer if I plan on taking her for a little loop around the neighborhood. I'll set a timer for 15 minutes. By the time I walk out my door to the time I walk back in, 15 minutes maximum. Not only for your pets, but also for yourselves as well. And a good theory to test how hot it is, put your hand on the pavement. Pretend this is the pavement. If it's too hot for your hands, it's too hot for the padding on their feet as well.
Yeah.
I mean, the padding that they have, it's to help protect them from elements, but it can only do so much as well. And speaking of pets, keeping kids in the car, keeping people in the car, this is how hot it'll be. If it's hot outside, so say we're forecasting a high of 96 today, so you see that 95. It only takes 10 minutes for the car to reach 114 degrees inside. But Matt, what about that 100 degrees?
Yeah, we're talking 140 degrees, and that's in an hour. So you think about an enclosed area, you have the windows, but just that sun and that heat is just glistening and just making that area, enclosed area, even hotter than it is. Like I said, 60 minutes, you're talking 140 degrees. That's pretty much unbearable.
It feels like an oven.
Yeah, definitely feels like an oven, and you don't want to be trapped in that. And you make sure always, if you if it's kids or pets, make sure, put your shoe back there or put your purse back there so and always remember that something is in the back seat.
That's a smart idea. Now, do we have any comments on Facebook at all? I see someone saying that they carry their dog, Kathy. So you take your dog on a walk, but you carry her. I like that. Yeah, take those precautions, keeping her informed, of course. And again, we are live on Facebook and on YouTube as well. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, we're live on both of those social media platforms. And even after this Facebook Live, if you're watching this after this is already live, you can message Matt or I, Chris, John, and you can message Ryan if you want. But we're going to be on social media all throughout the week to keep you guys both updated and informed. But this summer heat wave,
it's here.
It is here. Yeah. Day 2 of a very long marathon. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 90s, but feeling into the triple digits. Should we leave them with the extended forecast, Matt? I think
we should. That's one of the most powerful tools is seeing that extended forecast. No, some people always look forward to the extended forecast, seeing all the days stretched out, the next 10 days, and when this heat wave is going to actually end. But you see upper 90s at least for the next 4 to 5 days, well into Saturday, even lower 90s still Sunday. Yep. Still going to be a hot day Sunday, and it looks like we got some heat sticking around near average as we go throughout next Monday and Tuesday. But it's finally some relief from the heat. We're talking about a 10-degree difference, and that you can surely feel that from 98 degrees versus 88 degrees as we go throughout next week. So it'll be some relief, but still rather warm.
Yeah, so make sure you guys are finding ways to stay safe and stay cool. Again, we are just on day 2 of our pretty much 7-day stretch, because I am going to include Sunday because we're still seeing those temperatures in the 90s. So the water bottle, take those breaks, check on your loved ones. Something we didn't say, wear loose-fitted clothing as well, light-colored clothing as well. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always reach out to us on social media. Matt's going to have an update for you coming up in about an hour and a half on WTOL 11 News at noon. Again, until then, stay safe, stay hydrated, stay cool.
Yep.
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful Tuesday. Matt will see you guys back here at noon.